Greetings everyone, what is up with me again, Tim Prime 1 with another video review. If you're on this video review, we're taking a look into the next upcoming HasLab and Fans Hobby figures. Now so far, Hasbro Pulse has officially announced their HasLab project with the Transformers Legacy line, and that is Omega Prime, and I must say I am ecstatic for that figure right there. I am very much ecstatic for those two, well, 2.5 figures to come on out. Not to mention, I'm also ecstatic for what Fans Hobby has announced, because I'll admit this has been a few days and I found this on out like for the last 2 days about what they are about to release. One figure that's a completely brand new mold, but multiple possibilities. Not to mention, another figure is nothing more than it is only a repaint of another figure. Technically 2 other figures, but we'll get down to that eventually. But right now, let's go and take a quick look into what Hasbro and Fans Hobby are going to be doing relatively soon. Now, let me see if I can find the pictures. Here are my pictures, and here we go. Let's first of all take a quick look at Optimus Prime in his Super Mode, Ultra Magnus, and Autobot Blue Bolts. I have not yet been able to get that in my memory. I don't know how or why, but I have not been able to get him in my memory at all. But quite frankly, taking a look at Blue Bolts, oh my gosh, they definitely did a pretty good job with him. Same with Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime. Each and every one of them are looking amazingly well done. But for right now, let's go and take a look at Optimus Prime. But let's take a look at him in his vehicle mode. Taking a look at his vehicle mode first. Oh my gosh, they definitely did a really good job. It looks like his entire vehicle mode is very durable, and it looks like his wheels are going to be made out of rubber, or they're going to be made out of a fairly hard plastic, and they are going to be using a transparent blue as well. And I think they're using the same license plate and also the same Japanese writing, along with the same writing right below it. It is Cybertron right there. You can see the Autobot symbol on the side of him. Really great job, Hasbro. I'm really loving how this guy is looking right here. And plus, with how he and Ultra Magnus are both priced, I must say this, I am very much impressed with the price. It's a pretty decent price too. I have not yet been able to put in my 2 cents though, but hopefully, once I can, I'll be placing in the amount of money, $250 for these 2 figures right here. I will admit it's a bit expensive, but definitely probably going to be worth it in the long run for these 2 figures. And I must say this, I'm still loving of how this fire truck is looking. Amazing work, Hasbro. Amazing. Well done. So now, let's go ahead and take a look at him in his robot mode. His robot mode looks really amazing, nice, however you want to put it. Love it, especially like with how his chest looks. It looks like his chest is ready to like open up to reveal the matrix of leadership. We never really got to see it in the series. And plus, with how his fists are looking, they are now going to be on rotating pegs, I think. I'm not for sure, but so far you can definitely tell Optimus Prime is going to not only have the same transformation gimmicks, but some additional gimmicks onto that right there, possibly to give him more of an MP look, and well, maybe just more of an MP look or something. But quite frankly, with how they have him looking, he looks just like the show accurate version. I'm hoping that they will deliver onto us like they pretty much did with the HasLab Unicron. I still remember people complaining a little bit about that figure, but nonetheless, with what Hasbro had done with Unicron back then, oh my gosh, it was really, really nice. I really did like that right there. But now, let's take a look at Mega Mode. His Mega Mode, they did not put on the fist for Mega Mode, but taking a look at Mega Mode, yep, they are adding in a new transformation, like a new transformation gimmick. You can see the feet are folded up without the inner part of the foot completely folded on up, but still, nonetheless, nicely done, Hasbro. Loving how this thing is looking overall. Just love how this is looking. Although I will admit, I do kind of wish they would have made it to where like these missiles might have been able to like pop on out, and you could probably like extend them out slightly or something. I'm not 100% for certain, but still very nicely done, Hasbro. Very nicely done. Now, up next is going to be the Armored Base Mode, and I must say this, it definitely looks like the one from the TV show, and I had no idea that that's how the crotch panel was supposed to look like on the armored base mode. But quite frankly, with how the armored base mode looks, it's definitely like the one from the TV show. They've definitely done a really great job with how this base mode looks as well. And also, we'll fast forward and take a look at the final touch of him, and it is his armored version, his super mode version, or aka his battle mode. Whenever Optimus Prime needs a really suit on up, he calls upon all of his armor and creates his battle mode. And I must say this looks very impressive, and I want to say this, I do love the way the little gray piece goes into the cut of the foot, and not to mention of how it looks like there's a filler at the bottom of his arms as well. Very nice touch, Hasbro. You guys definitely did a really good job. It definitely looks like he's on a masterpiece scale, and I love the new head sculpt for him as well. Really, really beautiful work, Hasbro. I'm just anxious for this guy to come on out already. Please release him. Now we're going to take a look at, let's see here, Blue Bolt. We're going to take a look at Blue Bolt real fast, and he is looking really good. They definitely did a really fantastic job with him. I love the way he looks, especially since he's supposed to be Ultra Magnus's Gatling gun as well. Let's take a quick look at Ultra Magnus though. Well, first things first, before we take a look at Ultra Magnus, let's take a look at here, at Blue Bolt's alternate mode in it, which, as we all know, is supposed to be Ultra Magnus's Gatling gun, or his weapons, however you want to put it, because there are two weapons on one robot. Really nicely done. Once again, really nicely done. Now for the vehicle mode for Ultra Magnus, very beautifully made, Hasbro. You guys have definitely done a really great job with just giving the same mold but new transformation gimmicks. I love the way Ultra Magnus looks in his new vehicle mode. Really, it looks like, I don't know the word. I can't think of the word. It's right at the tip of my tongue though, but it looks so G1. No, not G1, but it looks so incredibly well done. I'm just amazed at how well Hasbro has literally went on out of their way to recreate these guys. And I think that they're possibly teaming up with Takara Tomy to make this right here. Not for sure. But right now, let's go and take a quick look at the robot mode for Ultra Magnus. The robot mode looks amazingly well done. It looks really fantastic. I love what they have done with his robot mode overall. Excuse me, especially with the little feet right down here. It looks like they added on heels with this new mold right here. Well, technically new mold, but same transformation gimmick with bonus gimmicks added on. You can definitely tell right where the weapon's going to be connecting onto him, especially since that's where it connected to him, not only within the show but also on the previous figure itself. But right now, let's go ahead and also take a quick look into Omega Prime, in which is unstoppable. And I must say this, with Omega Prime, they have definitely done a fantastic job. I'm loving with what they've done with Omega Prime. Amazingly well done, Hasbro. You guys have definitely made it to where Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime are going to combine into this one whole robot mode. I'm wondering what all changes you guys made to Omega Prime. I do know majority of it's going to be the same stuff, but I can definitely tell you guys have changed up a little bit so far on this whole mode, especially on the abdominal section. But nonetheless, you guys have officially begun to deliver onto us what we were possibly wanting to have in this mold right here. I'm loving it. I cannot wait until I can place out a pre-order for this guy. And right now, we're also going to be taking a look into what Fans Hobby has made for us. And I must say, I cannot wait for Fans Hobby to even come on out with this stuff right here as well. Strongly because, quite frankly, Fans Hobby has been doing a fantastic job of spontaneous work. It looks as if they're going to be going a bit further this time with what their projects are going to be like right now. So let me see here. I'm going to see if I can find. Here we go. Nemesis Prime. We're going to take a look at their version of Nemesis Prime, and I must say this: he's going to come with a different face sculpt for this release. As soon as they're ready to release him, I cannot wait until they release him, because we all know what happens with Nemesis Prime. Nemesis Prime is actually sideways on a planet that's through a black hole and transforms Armada, and they all are fighting him, and Optimus Prime has to combine with Overload to take him on. I must say this. Looking at Omega Prime, looking at their version of Nemesis Prime, in which I'm hoping they'll call him Nemesis Commander, because quite frankly, he is the 4th repaint in this set. They have already given us Naval Commander along with Powered Commander, and what I like to call Shadowed Commander, known as Purple Commander. I just cannot wait until they come on out with these guys right here. And I also know about the yellow version of Optimus Prime. I'm not for sure if they're willing to release that kind of figure right there. If they are, I'm pretty sure that a lot of fans will be very iffy on trying to grab that guy up. But yeah, so far with what they have done with this guy right here, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how well this guy is looking right now. Also, I'm going to try to take a quick look into what Fans Hobby has also done, because they are also going to give us a new mode of Bang, a cockpit section right here. And I'm like, if you're all wondering about this cockpit section, they were teasing us. I think they were teasing us, but how can you tease us whenever you can see the thing in the upper right corner? Well, close to the upper right corner. And quite frankly, with what they're going to be delivering us with is going to be none other than Armada Starscream. As soon as I got to see Armada Starscream, I was like, oh my gosh, they are going to come out with Armada Starscream. But not just that, they are going to have it to where the wings, well, from what you can tell in the bottom picture, the wings are going to fold out. It looks like they're going to try to possibly make this into an Energon version of Starscream as well, and hopefully a repainted version of Thundercracker for the series, and maybe Skywarp, because I remember them doing a Skywarp remold and repaint for this guy right here as well. And plus, you can tell that the missiles are going to go underneath the wings. I am very much impressed. I am very anxious. I cannot wait until this guy comes on out right here. Not to mention, I need to mention this as well. With what they all have been doing so far with Starscream, I noticed this right here. Like they also made it to where he looks like he's going to be like he kind of looks like a movie version of Starscream as well, only because of like. Look at how the wings are folded on out. It looks like he's going to be not just the Armada and Energon version, but the movie version as well. I'm speculating that they're just going to try and give us like different, constant different repaints of this version of Starscream, not just in Armada and Energon, but maybe, just maybe, movie form as well. Not 100%. Don't take my word on it. We're just going to have to see what Fans Hobby has in store for us for this guy right here. I must say this, there's probably going to be a lot in store for us from each of these companies. So, I hope that you've all... So I will have to say this, I hope that you all have enjoyed taking a quick look at all these announcements. I am very anxious to see what they will be delivering unto us as soon as each of these figures are ready, with Omega Prime, along with Starscream, as well as Nemesis Prime. Oh my gosh. I just still can't believe that Fans Hobby has announced that right there, especially after they showed us a teaser shot of Meg Tyranno with their version of Tyrell power linked onto him. So if you all have liked and enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe with me and Richmaker, check out my Temple Run Gaming channel. Also check me out on social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. And until next time, I'm Temple Run 1. I'll be signing off right now. So peace out.